Welcome, Gemini, to your January 2021 reading, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. 2021, can you believe that we are turning our back on that most tumultuous year, 2020, and hopefully moving on to some wonderful new energy for us all. Now, if you are a new subscriber to my channel, I offer free mini readings. So if you have not subscribed and you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click the subscribe button and ask your question in the comments below. Or if you'd like to keep your question out of the public forum, you can email me and I'll be happy to email you in private as well. Now, this month for you, Geminis, is looking like there is a few little challenges that you are going to be dealing with in January. Now, I feel like some of these challenges are issues that have been lingering for a while for you, and I just wrote down a few little things that may apply to specific people. These are general readings, so if this doesn't resonate for you, just let it go and I'll go into the meaning of the cards a little bit deeper. But the first thing that came out for me, for you guys, when I was meditating is that you're falling into some old patterns or perhaps situations related to money and family issues, and this can be related to an earth sign, so that is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or it can relate to a fire sign as well, which is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But that was just a message for some. I do see this reoccurring problem that perhaps is coming up to do with your family money, and it's going to take quite some inner strength regarding this situation for you for some. Now, as I said, that is just specific for some of you out there. But what I am seeing in general for you, Gemini, in January is some strength, some inner strength that you have gained over an issue that perhaps was challenging for you. And this can be this financial, family, money conflict perhaps that you've had with someone that I'm feeling definitely is an earth sign. And you've gained a lot of inner strength regarding that. And I'm feeling that you are going to be exercising your desires in January, but in a way where no one's harmed. It's not like exercising your desires like the emperor, where you are sort of putting your authority or your stamp on things and pushing forward in a warlike way. You are going to be exercising your will, but in a way that you're going to get what you want. Because I feel like what happens with Geminis a lot is they find themselves in this mental turmoil, or find themselves in a situation where they are feeling like they are trapped or stuck or in a negative situation. And particularly this message is coming through in January, but you put yourself in this position. You are the one that kind of traps yourself in these feelings where you can't have control over your life. But that is definitely not the case. And I'm feeling in January you are going to be using this inner strength. You've learned and you've gained this deeper inner wisdom, and you are going to be able to sort of allow kindness to come through. You're going to be changing your perspective, and you are perhaps going to need, or you are going to be finding this inner strength in you to forgive. And again, I keep coming back to this issue with money and family and or family money, that kind of situation. And I feel like by you being able to change your perspective and go in and maybe forgive yourself and forgive others as well, if you can just let go of any judgment as well of yourself and others about what happened in the past, how you behaved, what you've done, and show tolerance and forgiveness, I think you're going to be able to get what it is that you need out of this situation and have a result that is beneficial to you. Now, I'm really feeling that there is a lot. This situation is going to be resolved. It's taken a lot of toll on you mentally and worrying about it, and you are going to be able to just let that go and close the door on all of that energy and just have a bit of relaxation and some rest in January as well, particularly after the Christmas period. So if anything has stirred, if there's any sort of conflict that is stirred up in your family over that Christmas break, there is going to be a little bit of rest and relaxation that is available to you. And if you don't have any planned, you need to plan some for yourself in January. Absolutely. Now, the Strength card can also represent, that is the card of Leo. So that fire sign that I did mention earlier could be a Leo for some of you and relate to a Leo. But as I mentioned earlier, you've got this earth sign in your reading, the King of Pentacles or the King of Coins in this deck. And this is someone that is very businesslike. They have the Midas touch. It's almost like that story where whatever they're involved in, they can turn it to gold. They make the right business decisions, and they're great at sort of making money. But they're a really caring person, and they're a wonderful manager, and in a work environment, because they care for their employees and they do take care of other people, and it often is in a financial way. They can be so caught up in business that they don't allow that caring kind of sort of energy of a cups sign where there's a lot of emotion, but they will help out with money, their time, and that kind of stuff, and make sure things are organized and help out in that regard. They are quite often a workaholic as well. So if this person sounds like someone in your life, this is who I feel is going to be significant for you in January. And it could be regarding this inner strength that you're having to draw up inside of you. Now, the King of Pentacles also talks about a time of wonderful prosperity, and you are really looking great financially in January. You've got the Ten of Pentacles there, the King of Pentacles, and they are cards to show abundance and wealth. So it's almost like you can make sure that if you've got any business plans or investments or anything like that going for you, you are going to see the benefit of that in January. That is absolutely telling you that things are going to go exceptionally well. And it's almost like when you get the King of Pentacles, it's like money is going to be falling from the sky. It's that kind of energy where it's like everywhere you look, you might have a little win. If you like to dabble in the lottery, you might get a win there. You could have an investment that pays off. You might get a really great job that pays well. It's just like little things like that that the that the King of Pentacles and also the Ten as well speak of. And you know, you might also, for some of you, get a promotion in January. That the King of Pentacles does talk about that. And it also talks about accepting opportunities that come your way, even if they might not seem as if they're not going to turn out great, or you think you should turn them down. Actually don't, because it's going to be very lucrative for you in the long run. So keep an eye out for anything that comes your way that you might be thinking, is that going to work? I don't know if I really want to do that. Go for it, because it's going to work out well. Now, the Four of Swords there, that is that card of a rest after some considerable challenges. And it's a lot of challenging sort of mental, physical, or even emotional exhaustion. You know, it's challenges regarding that. You're kind of feeling like, you know, and you've got the 4 and the 3 there. So I'm feeling this is definitely related. You are either going through this kind of mental energy, mental stressful energy over a situation. And I feel this is something from the past. This is still lingering. But the 4 is saying that you need to have that break. You need to get away from all of those challenging day-to-day negative life kind of stuff. Also, what the Four of Swords does talk about is taking time before you make a decision. Like, ponder it carefully. Don't rush in where angels fear to tread, so to speak. Don't rush in without having put some thought into it, because the Four of Swords tells you just to take that little bit of time before making any big decisions. And sometimes when you get the Four of Swords, it talks about if you're stuck and you can't make a decision, sometimes it's best just to let things slide for the moment, and the decision will end up making itself for you. And the way forward will reveal itself to you. Yeah, really, I'm feeling like this is an issue for your health here. And there's some other signs here that are also supporting that. I'm feeling if you don't have this rest and relaxation, it is going to make you unwell. And it could be that you are dealing with an issue, and I'm feeling like this is, again, recurring. This could be an addiction. You are really having to take some time out to deal with this situation. I feel like you are, it's all in your head in January, Geminis. You are putting in a lot of worries, and you're intellectualizing problems to the point that you are at you're at the point of mental exhaustion almost. And you are intellectualizing a problem so much, thinking about it, worrying about it, that it's not helping you by doing that anymore. You need to just let that go and rest and recuperate in January. Now, as I mentioned, you have the Three of Swords there as well. And this is a card of sadness for some of you. And it kind of mirrors what has been happening in your life. These are sadnesses from life experiences. And this is, it's like it's reoccurring. These issues are really reoccurring, and it's something that you need to heal in January. And as I said, this is absolutely linked with that Four of Swords. You need to deal with this issue that is rearing its ugly head again, and you need to deal with it because it is creating this, and definitely the devil card speaks to me of addiction, and that is the word that is coming out very strongly in this particular reading. Again, general reading, so it might not apply to you. And addiction can be anything. This can be alcohol, this can be drugs, this can be gambling, this can be work, this can be food, this can be sex, it can be so much. You know what addictions are. It doesn't have to be the main things. It's things that become compulsive in your life that overtake it and make you feel unwell. And it's related to this mental worry and turmoil that is almost something that you are doing to yourself, Geminis. That is absolutely a message that's coming through. But the thing here to recover from this situation is time and forgiveness. And again, I feel like this is a theme that is coming through in that Strength card as well. Now, the 10 of Pentacles, that is that wonderful card of abundance. And as I mentioned, things are looking really good financially for you. You've got a lot of positive information about your finances and your career. And I think this is going to help you as well. But, just again, be careful that you don't fall into this pattern of work. If you're a workaholic yourself, be careful that this doesn't sort of rear its ugly head again, because family and balance is very important for you. Now, this money issue that you are having in the past, this can be making you feel, or this workaholism can be making you feel quite stuck, and it could be giving you some unhealthy. You might have some unhealthy illusions regarding money or family, financial issues, and it's giving you a sense that you are feeling trapped and things are out of your control. But this really isn't true, and you are absolutely going to be able to break free from this situation. I do see some positive stuff, and I'm feeling like this can have something to do with this fire sign, so an Aries, a Leo, or a Sag. But yeah, I'm seeing in January, for some reason, you've got this feeling of confusion or helplessness. But I think if you go and you take some time out and you meditate, this is really going to be able to be something that you can heal from and that you can release and let go of. It's absolutely stuff that is of your own making and in your thoughts and in your mind. Now, the Queen of Wands or Staves that it's in this particular deck is the card of Aries generally, and it's someone that they can handle more things than once. They're usually really good at multitasking, and they're charming, and they usually have friends just swarming all over them because people are attracted to this queen's energy, and their family adores them and their friends adore them. This sort of is someone who loves to reach the ranks of the president of the company, or achieve the highest that they possibly can in their career. They're this caring, wonderful person, but they've got that warlike passion and energy in them as well. They're very independent. They're very brilliant. And she's the sort of person that has her own way a lot, just because of that kind of energy. And if you do, this could be someone that you could also be getting into business with in January. And if you do decide to go into business with this particular person, make sure that your vision matches theirs, so there is no conflict down at the end of the line, because she's very driven, or he is very driven. Even though it's a queen, it can be male or female energy, but just make sure that this is someone that you have equal vision towards the end goal, because as I mentioned, they do often get their own way. So if your vision doesn't match, then you can see that this can be creating issues down the track. But I think if you both have the same vision, if you go into either a relationship with this type of person, or a business partnership or business enterprise with this person, it's going to be quite great, a good outcome for you. And I don't see that this is someone in your love relationships. In fact, I'm not seeing love being highlighted at all in January for you. It's more about work and some mental issues that you may be having to deal with. But sort of emotion is not in the cards, and this is general, so please, I do monthly mini love readings, so tune into those as well if you want some more information on love. Now, before I do go on to your final cards, the Queen of Swords, if this isn't representing a person, and this person who I've described does not resonate and does not sound like anyone you know, then this card is telling you, or it's asking you, what are you waiting for? There's nothing that you cannot accomplish. And it's a card of really wonderful creativity and passion, and it's waiting to be ignited in you. And you know what? Look at that final card, which I will go into, igniting courage. And courage requires passion and creativity a lot of the time. So I'm feeling like there is a message for a lot of you Geminis to go for it. If you've got any of these wonderful ideas to help you make money, or start a business, or get some financial stuff going that you really want to do, January is the time to go for it. The Queen of Wands tells you that you need to really understand how much unlimited strength and power that you have within you. I feel like this Eight of Swords can talk about a lot of negativity that you put on yourself, that you feel you aren't good enough, you can't achieve things, you don't know how to do it. And this is what's keeping you trapped and held back. But January is the time that you need to burst out of that feeling and really look at how great you really are, Geminis, and how much grace and beauty that you can bring into the world, because you can. You're amazing. And it's another thing that the Queen talks about is being able to balance a lot of stuff in your life, bring some balance back into your life. And, you know, this can be career, this can be family. Make sure that this isn't a work addiction that I mentioned before in the devil card, that addiction that it can talk about. But you are going to be able to bring a lot of stuff in your life into balance in January, which is a really good message if you have been struggling. Now, the devil card that I keep going on about, it talks about a similar thing that the Eight of Swords talks about, but just on a grander scale. So you are really feeling like you are trapped, and this can be because of just stuff that that's in your mind. It's not, when it's almost like you're feeling like there's no way forward. And this can be an addiction within itself. This negative way of thinking, this negative putting yourself down, feeling like you're trapped, feeling like I'm not able to get out of this situation. This is it's an illusion. And when you're really stuck, it's almost like freedom can come just by changing your thoughts or your pessimism, and just changing that pessimism to optimism. And I know it sounds so easy, not a very easy thing to do, because if it was easy, you would just be able to do it. But that's why you've got the Four of Swords here in your reading. It's almost like you need to go to a place that it could even be physically somewhere away from your home, or to somebody else's place that is has different energy, that can almost allow your mind to change as well. So by even going out for a walk down by a river, or going on a bushwalk or something like that, or whatever it is that you do in your, go out into the woods, or just be with nature, just to allow to sort of assist in breaking those mental thoughts that are really keeping you trapped, Gemini, making you feel so stuck. I can see that here for some of you. This way of thinking can get really addictive as well, because you're so used to having those thoughts, having that negative way of thinking, that it's sort of comfortable in a way, even though it's uncomfortable when you look at it outwardly, and someone's looking outwardly into your life and they can see that your discomfort and how uncomfortable it is. It becomes addictive in the sense that it is comfortable to you, because feeling good and not having negative mental energy and strain is something that feels quite uncomfortable for you. But it takes courage and strength, and you're going to do it, Gemini. I really feel like, you're going to be able to overcome some of these challenges. Now, the devil can also talk about someone who is really focused on material or worldly things way too much. And this can also be very sapping for a person's energy as well. Just be careful that you're not getting into a lot of debt as well. Spending, gambling, that sort of stuff the devil can talk about. Someone who's not taking responsibility for your actions either. Could be to do with money. But your final card, I hope I haven't been going on forever, Gemini, and you are bored out of your brains, but your final card is Igniting Courage. And what a beautiful card. This looks like someone that's in a horse race, so please don't let there be gambling involved here. But igniting courage is also, if you look at that beautiful card, it's someone with that white flag. I give up. I'm sick of this fight. And they're galloping off into freedom, jumping over walls that perhaps can be a little scary, but you are going for it. Now, I'm going to read the meaning out of the book because they're just such wonderful. Now, the affirmation for this particular card is, I am strong, valiant, and courageous. So you need to say that to yourself over and over in January. Now, this card means to move forward fearlessly. Gather your inner forces and take a risk. Speak up for yourself by honoring your truth. This isn't the time to be timid or hold back. Go forward gallantly with your banner of truth waving in the wind. You are a light bearer for others. The universe wants you to know, be courageous. Being courageous doesn't mean that you're not afraid. It means that in spite of fear and hesitation, you take action anyway. It's all right to fall down. Just don't stay down. Do not allow yourself to be limited by the beliefs of others or even your own beliefs. Face your fears. Go beyond the boundaries of your self-imposed barriers. Live passionately and boldly. I couldn't think of a better message for you, Gemini, after seeing your reading for January 2021. I'm absolutely seeing you getting over this feeling of being stuck and mentally feeling negative about yourself. You are going to just draw down deep and get that inner strength, and you are going to be moving forward in January 2021. And things are going to be very successful and wonderful for you. So I hope that resonated with you, Gemini. Have a wonderful month. If you're into crystal jewelry, check out my website at kazana.com.au. There are beautiful crystal pieces there, all one-off handmade pieces, and the meanings of those crystals are also on that website. So have a wonderful month. See you next month. Bye.